All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Wednesday. That's right, it is a Wednesday. And the start of the 2025 Foundation Festival. Which, curious enough, did they bring back earning the paints? Like I'm checking on Spectrum, seeing if I can find any information about it. You know, usually doing the guide system and, let's be honest, pretending to show a friend how to do things. So you can get the paint jobs. And I don't know if they brought it back. Don't know if they brought it back. Is there, Bishop? About getting the paints? You won't, that's under general? Is it under announcements? You know, maybe I should just actually start checking announcements instead of, the general stuff. Hey, they did bring it back. All right. What am I missing here? Got the Star Runner. I do need the one for the Starfarer and the Razor. Technically, I think the Arrow. Well, I'm glad they brought those back. Sorry, I'm reading through some of the replies where people are like, the same rewards from last year. Yes, it's the same event from last year. Like, guess what? It's a way for people who went around last year and didn't get the rewards last year to get them this year. Some people. You know, I sneak a lot of Transformers quotes into my everyday conversation because that's what I grew up on. But I'm gonna quote Optimus Primal here. There's just no pleasing some people. Anyway, Liquid, it is good to see you, man. Dragnos, you too, and I apologize. I don't think Stream Elements is up and running yet. Sometimes it takes a little while. Hey, Jackal. Howdy, Ann. And Ann, I have hit the point in Dune where I pretty much have nothing else to do except finish out the quests. I guess I need to go do that. Howdy, Wolf. Hey, Luna. Hey, Ken. And Ann, if there's any good war bonds, let me know. I don't think they're gonna add a whole lot today, but you know. Anyway, I will have you guys know that I did some work last night. I was up way too late, unlocking all the skins for all the corps in PTU. So that way we could take a look-see at them and decide which ones you guys like. Now, I know there's already probably tons of videos out there that people have made, but if you don't feel like searching for them, we'll look at a couple of the skins here. You can go, ooh, ah, or ew. And Wolf, it is definitely time to help foster knowledge and camaraderie and also just helping all the newbies avoid the jerks. Kiel was telling me earlier that some jerkwad group had set up a huge blockade at OM1 at Crusader with an Idris, multiple mantises, and things like that, trying to just ruin it for all the new players. And I was thinking to myself, what a bunch of idiots. Because if they're smart, they'd set up at Area 18 where the newbie tutorial is. Like, that makes sense, right? Also, howdy, Semi. Hey, biker. Well, Dragnos, prepare to be whelmed. Or, you know, overwhelmed? Underwhelmed? You know what I mean. Well, look at Tail. Look at the Hurston Starlancer skin first. In fact, I think I actually already have it on there. Thank you, Simi. Thank you for doing the Hey, Regret. Hey, Oddball. Oddball, you wouldn't be in that that giant OM1 cluster, would you? At Crusader. On one highly specific server. Oh, yeah, no, Oddball, there was apparently some group that was trying to curb stomp newbies taking off from Crusader, but they were just all hiding at OM1, like in an Idris, like a fully crewed Idris, 2 Mantises, some other stuff, and it's like, at that point, like, okay, like, I know newbies aren't going to know this, but who uses orbitals? Like, I don't really use orbitals outside of PTU. Because of stuff like that. There are ways to get around that don't have to involve OMs.
With convenient connection trams across all major commercial areas of our
Yeah, see, you're doing that economic blockading. Like they did in Star Wars Episode 1. Hey, you guys remember when trade disputes was just the worst way to start a Star Wars movie? And we were like, wow, that's so dumb and boring. I miss those simpler times. Oh, Luna. Thank you, Luna. Thank you. Oh God, and Luna, I remember those days. I remember those days. Luna, do you remember there was that group that was like enslaving newbies? Like they were getting them set up on mining ships and putting them on carriers, but making sure they had frame drives that or frame shift drives that couldn't leave the system they were in. So they were forced to stay in the system and mine for this group of other players, and they were just reaping all the rewards from it. Like, I feel like that wasn't that long ago. Honestly, Ken, I might slide into that Starlancer tech. I might just CCU that into, or CCU my Corsair into that. Because my Corsair only keeps surviving because I keep forgetting I have it. Well, and they were, that's the thing, yeah, and like, it seems like the longer a game goes, sometimes the worse the community gets. And they do the thing where they either just enjoy curb stomping powerless newbies who don't know anything. I remember pulling up to my very first engineer in Elite Dangerous in a dolphin, and getting slaughtered by these fully kitted out, fully engineered ships. Because apparently people just love to camp the engineers and just murder anybody who comes by. Like, that ain't PvP, that's just taking grandma off life support, you know? It's like having the highest kill streak in a nursing home. Like, that's not an achievement.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
But you just have players that are psychopaths that are limited only by their real-life checks and balances. And they take it out on people online where they can feel powerful. Oh man, Oddball, I am sorry. I remember when my old 1070 finally died on me, and poor thing was recycled with honors, you know? That thing carried me for so long. Hey, Daffy, welcome on in. Yeah, Luna, I enjoyed reading those. Not like, you know, haha, those poor newbies. More like, wow, holy crap. Somebody went this far to do that.
Please visit us again.
And, you know,
Bye.
watching them get their comeuppance, which, if I remember correctly, like, everybody who got dinked on that was just not... They were like, well, we had the ability to do it, so I didn't see what was wrong with it. All right, Dragnos, we're gonna pull some of these Hurston skins first. How about that? And what do you know? It's on there already. And yeah, Mobutu, like you have groups like that in every game, and sometimes a game caters to that type of gameplay. Rust, Ark, pretty much any sort of survival punch a tree game. I don't know what it is about those, but it just attracts the most
Your vehicle has been delivered.
mentally 12-year-old I'm going to shout slurs at you while beating you up style of player. All right. So this is the Hurston paint job on the Starlancer. And I'm going to say aesthetically, not my favorite. The faded yellow is not my favorite. I guess they reserve the gold for corporate owned ships. Let's just see it from the top side though. Yeah, Dragnos, the Starlancer always has this thing where it's like big belly secondary paint color. Hey, squirrel, not yet. I've not taken pills yet. And Leighton, I've been all right, man. It's good to see you. You know, Oddball, Minecraft does actually attract that kind of player. Like, I feel like Minecraft gets them young, you know? I remember a very long time ago. I think I was 19, 20. A brief time, I was a moderator on a Minecraft server, and just the ridiculous crap I would run into of what children were doing to each other, and it's just like, listen, man. I just want to make minecart rides and farm. And you guys are over here destroying people's houses and betraying friends, all for what? Because they didn't let you, like, cheat off their test in math class? Come on, son. Yeah, Oddball, it's not my favorite scheme. I feel like the yellow could either be more vibrant, or they could have gone Hurston gold. Like, it's not bad, it's just not... It's not my style. Yeah, Dragnos. I get it. I get it if it's not your bag. Tell you what, let's put it in a different color. Daffy, salvaging is definitely still good. Sorry, I was kind of rambling there before I saw that. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, salvage is definitely still good. I don't know if you saw, Daffy, but they've made some changes to the salvaging efficiency on PTU. Not the speeds, but just, you know, how much SCU you get per ship. So they nerfed the Reclaimer just a little bit. Like, it's still good, it's just not as efficient. took at the same speed, and then they upped the vulture
Welcome to
and
the
the
ASOP
fortune a
vehicle
little bit,
retrieval system.
which makes sense. You know, they're tiny, they're working with a more refined space, they can finesse it a bit better.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again.
And yeah, and I feel like if it's going to be Hurston, it should be black and gold instead of black and yellow, but also, Raymond, howdy, howdy, howdy. I have not taken pills yet, but I will take them here in just a little bit, or I'll take them slowly, one at a time in between ships. They did both. They gave the Reclaimer PDCs, which is quite nice. All right. You guys want to see Crusader or Microtech next on the Star Lancer? Dragnos, did I ever tell you the story of the expired mustard? Tell you what, let's go. All right, Vol says Microtech, so let's look at Microtech. I mean, we're gonna look at both of them. It's just, you know, whichever one is first.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
Scale,
retrieval system.
not a huge one. Being Foundation Festival, it's aimed at, you know, the new players coming into the game. So all the things on sale are newbie-oriented packages, like the Intrepid, the Cutter, the Nomad.
Your vehicle has been delivered to please visit us again.
Yeah, and I feel like the yellow on the Hurston stuff should be a lot smaller, or, you know, gold. Yeah, see, that already looks a lot better. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, I like that. I just wish the lights could be on when it's coming up, so we can actually see what this looks like with the lights on. Oof. You know, I'm an ArcCorp man. But suddenly, I don't see ArcCorp winning this contest. And Simi, I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Anyway, Dragnos, the story of the expired mustard. When I was a kid, my mom married this this guy from Czechoslovakia. Well, you know, it's split now. It's the whole Czech Republic and Slovakia. But back in the day, it was Czechoslovakia anyway. Dude had a penchant for, like, fancy mustards. Like the ones that come in glass jars and stuff. And one day, while building the deck outside, he left a jar of this fancy, expensive mustard outside, under the deck. And it sat for several months out there. And Mom found it one day. Again, months later. And at this point, they hated each other. Or at least she hated him. I don't know how he felt. So she decided she was going to try to poison him to take him out. So she snuck the mustard, the expired mustard, back into the fridge. And I was terrified. So I ended up narking on her, and that would cause a huge row. A huge row. That was the first time I ever got choked out. But yeah, it gave me a dislike for fancy mustards ever since. And that's what that Hurston paint job reminds me of, is that awful fancy mustard. And Skell, sorry, I had a bit of a ramble there. I like this over the Andromeda. The Andromeda, at its very core, is probably better. But the thing is, especially like with attack versus a max, you've got the same SCU as an Andromeda, but double the shields, a lot of turret firepower, and just, I don't know, it just feels better. Like the landing gear doesn't feel like it's all weirdly towards the back. It just feels like a better ship, and it is newer, so aesthetically it's going to make a lot more sense. Like the Constellation series is great, it's just old. Simi, I can go buy one right quick. Actually, are any of those for sale at ArcCorp?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Yeah, I would like to see the paint jobs on that.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
I don't have a Zeus. You'll have to forgive me on the Zeus. I'll look it up on Urkel right quick. So if I can pick up a Constellation series here at ArcCorp, I'll do that. Which I'll fly to Hurston and pick one up too. It's just, you know, a little bit of a drive. So let's see. Not the Andromeda. Looks like I'm headed to Lorville. Oh, is that it, Luna? No input to change that, huh? Yeah, it looks like we're headed to Lorville. Well, tell you what, how about we do that in the Crusader Starlancer, or maybe a Crusader Caterpillar. We'll do this. We'll do it in the Crusader Caterpillar. No. Let's check it out. You know, Luna, I desperately want to get mine back. Ooh, Zeoxys. That is... Oh, hold on. There was something for that, I think. Zeoxys, did you just create your account? Like, have you just now, or have you played before? Sorry, is what I'm trying to say. Like, is it your first time, or have you done the free fly before? Yeah, Rust, putting a Crusader skin on the Caterpillar, which feels really messed up. Oh, Raymond, not at all. Feels weird putting a Crusader skin on a Caterpillar. It's like putting a Chevy decal on the back of your F-150's rear window. Huh, that's odd, Zeoxys. You should be able to select one then, because they're not doing a code or anything. Double check something. Okay, all right, Zeoxys, I think I found out what it is. Okay, all right, I'm gonna drop a link right quick, Zeoxys. So, Zeoxys, that link right there. If you scroll down to where it says free fly, there's going to be a little blurb that says TriStar Citizen for free. While logged into the website, make sure you're logged into the website at the very top. Click that green fly for free button. Apparently they are doing the silly code system again, and clicking the little fly for free button applies the code to your account for the free fly. So make sure you're logged into the website. Click that little button, and then, just to be safe, log out of the launcher, and then log back into the launcher. And that should get you back in on the free fly. All right, what was I doing? Right, the Crusader paint job. Like it just feels weird that you can get a Crusader paint job in general for other ships. Like Hurston's not a ship company. ArcCorp's not a ship company. Microtech's not. Like I know they all, you know, make weapons or components. But it just feels weird for Crusader, you know? Although I guess people stick Harley Davidson stickers on everything.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
Or there's
retrieval
Harley
system.
Davidson edition trucks, which seems antithetical to the very idea of Harley Davidson. But they're a great cosplay company, Harley Davidson.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please visit.
Yeah, Xeoxys, let me know if that works. And Phaedrus, it is good to see you, man. How did camping go? You know, I kind of miss camping. Like, I've kind of reached that stage of my life and health-wise where it's like, you know, bump this. But I do miss camping. That is a lot of white. Yeah, see, Mabutu, now that's different. Because, you know, that's just a trick of the eyes. It's a robot in disguise. But it's just like, you know, putting or repping competing brand on your branded vehicle. Yeah, Dragnos, like it feels like something you'd see on a background ship. And also just, you know, rival ship. No, Luna, I get it. I really miss my Emerald. To have my Emerald Phoenix, because I had to get it with the Ursa rover that has the Emerald skin. I have to tie up $450 in store credit. And unless some fairy godmother comes along, or sugar daddy is like, here, Jack, here's 450 USD. Specifically to use for the Constellation Phoenix, so you can have it. I don't know if I'll be getting it back. And honestly, I don't want fairy godmother or sugar daddy to do that. Because, one, $450 is a lot of money. You can buy yourself several cakes with $450. There's also things like trains. Yeah, see, Raymond, like it's all right. Like it's a you know what it feels like? It feels like an ambulance. That's what it feels like. It feels very ambulatory. Yeah, Dragnos, the base paints for the Star Lancer are just so much better. And yeah, Raymond, I was up until about 4 in the morning unlocking these. I mean, like, I wasn't doing it the whole evening. I just had some time. Oh, kid. Thank you, kid. Thank you, buddy. And yes, I want you to know that about 50% of the money that has ever been donated to me on this channel has been embezzled for ices and quesadillas. Oh, Kita. Oh, Kita, I had a friend do that a few weeks back. Got a pirate friend who, for whatever reason, was running cargo in a whole sea. Like, I guess just to make a couple of bucks on the side. And I was escorting him, and he goofed, and he bought cargo in 1 SCU boxes. And the amount of FPS and server degradation that was just centered on that ship until he got it sold was astounding. Oh my god, it was awful. Kita, did you get it sold? Hey, Berlin. And sadly, they took all the turbulence out. So the only turbulence we can find is, the ones on Spectrum. Sea Dragnos Cola Ices will always be the best for me. I just enjoy the tingliness of the, what do you call that? What is that stuff in sodas? Carbonation. And it feels deeper and richer, you know? And Gutierrez, I can promise you that I am not offline. Welcome back, Lurch. Good to see ya. Oh, Kita, you should be able to auto sell it. I mean, you know, it took us forever to fly the thing to where it was going to be sold. Took it to the wormhole too. That was fun. Oh, Raymond, good luck. I hear that tea without milk is so uncivilized. Howdy, Kenji. No, Lurch, I get that. I get that. Like, sometimes you just have one of those days where it's just like, man, I got nothing better to do. Now, for example, today, unfortunately, I will have to leave around 5:30. Because I got trivia tonight. Also, sorry, I'm reading this in chat. How does he think hauling works? Like, if you can haul more boxes, you get paid more money. That's just how that works. You know, Dragnos, I've actually considered, you know, putting like a few drops of whiskey in there before, trying to mix it up. However, and this is going to sound really silly, part of me, the childlike mentality part of me, feels like that would ruin the sanctity of the icy. Now, I would be more than willing to do it with a icy competitor, you know, like a whatever they call it at the gas station down the street, a freezy or a coolie or whatever. But like, I got a lot of childhood memories attached to that stupid granulated iced beverage. Expired? Well, Lurch, that's a good thing to know. I appreciate you letting me know that. I think there's a way we can just put the code in, like we can just type it in. I think you've got up to 24 hours to do it. If you give me a second, though, I think I can actually check, see if it went through or not. Like, I'm not too worried about it, but it does give you an extra 50,000 to use in game, which is, you know, nice. Berlin, not too bad. I unlocked all the corporate paints on PTU last night. So we could take a look-see at them. We're gonna go buy a Constellation here and then fly it back. So we can see what they look like on the Connie. I will say though, I only had to do 8 missions last night. Technically I did 10 because I was helping someone test a bug. But I only had to do 8 missions in total to unlock all the paint jobs, and because they're on an accelerated reward track for PTU, so people can actually test them. And I gotta admit, I am not looking forward to grinding these on PU. Definitely not looking forward to it. I will say though, if you have a raft, you're about to get a lot of mileage out of it. Raft is the perfect ship for hauling for this event. You know, Mabutsu, I would spike a Slurpee. The problem is there are no Slurpees in Arkansas. 7-Eleven does not exist in Arkansas. You know, I say that. I think there might be like a speedway or raceway or whatever it's called on the border of Memphis, but one, that's like 3 hours away, and 2, that's still not a 7-Eleven. Like, it's owned by 7-Eleven, but it's not 7-Eleven. I gotcha, Lurch. Well, tell you what. Now that I've landed, Lurch, let me. You can actually see on your account when, like, your referral code was used or implemented or whatever. So if you give me a second, just to take a look, take a look, take a look. Does not appear to be. I'm gonna see. Oh goodness, where was that FAQ they posted? There's a way to add it. You've got a 24-hour grace period to add it. Which I feel like it should be longer. And Star, it is good to see you, man. How goes the tea shop today?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
You know, Dragnos, that sounds so beautiful. Icy machines are expensive, though. Like, I legit looked into buying one, and I think just about every car that I've ever bought was cheaper than an icy machine. Like, legit, I have never paid more than $4,000 for a car. Howdy, Daryl. Click the wrong button. Alright, tell you what, let me get back in the pipe after I buy this Connie Lurch, and I will find the place where you enter this
Hurston
referral
Dynamics
code.
needs your assistance. The Empire has put out the call for resources, and Hurston intends to answer. Consult your mobiGlass to see how you can help
Way
secure
too
all
loud.
of our futures in the pursuit of a solution.
Also, the Hurston dude is mean. Like, you'll do a job, and he's like, you could have done that more faster. You could have done that more efficiently. You're not that great. By the way, nobody likes you. And it's like, bro, I'm helping you guys do a job. Do I not have enough money for a Phoenix? Am I? You know, Luna, that's a good question. I'm gonna chalk it up to it just being Hurston. Commander's. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna fumble that name. I can start pronouncing it. I just don't know if I can stop pronouncing it. I am Star. Like, I can afford it on PU.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah, C-Star, you could type it out all day long. I know Stygian. I don't know how to spell Stygian. And I'm gonna guess that's it. I'm gonna go Styg until further notice. But yeah, Styg, at the moment, it's not live on PU. You've probably got, I would say, until next week, honestly.
Hurston Dynamics needs your assistance.
That is way too loud.
The Empire has put out the call for resources.
They can turn that down.
Hurston intends to answer.
They can turn that down.
Consult your mobile glass to see how you can help secure all of our futures in the pursuit of a solution for the regen crisis.
Oh yeah, Lurch, you can change emails all the time. Yeah, Simi, but I want to see it on the Phoenix. It has the most body, you know? And Lurch, you like I said, you give me a second. Because sometimes, you know, you make your account. And you're like, yeah, that's the name I want. That's the whatever else I want. And, you know, it's just annoying to have to make a whole new account. Especially because I know you can probably change it. It's just my account is ancient and old. I still log in with a handle. You know, back in the day, you didn't actually log in with an email. You logged in with a secret handle that was not associated with your account. Or, like, with the account, like, the name. Where did they put that? Where did they put that? Was it a comlink thing? I feel like that was a comlink. Anybody know where they put the info on adding the referral code after the fact? Think I found it. Hey, Too Fast. Yeah, Lurch, no worries, man. Like, you got... So I'm not super worried about it. Okay, so the FAQ says that you just can do it. It doesn't say where. Come on, CIG. I think it's under account settings. Because there's a referral section under account and then settings. I can't see the whole, like, you know, plug a code in, but my account is also older than some people. I mean, Lurch, that's fair. Let's see. I might have to just go with like a regular constellation instead of a Phoenix. What did I spend money on PTU? You know, actually, I guess if I did that, I could actually pick up a Zeus too. I could get the Taurus and a Zeus, and then... I mean, Lurch, it's nice. I'm not gonna lie. I am 15 referrals away from getting the Misk Razor, and I really need to start making videos and stuff again. Like, I'm not a big referral person, because honestly, like I said, if you got friends that play the game, you should always use their code first. Like, don't boost the streamers, you know, boost your friends. Because believe me, they will be tickled. And the referral program really just kind of caters to streamer types anyway. And yes, I mean, they do have the Taurus. I mean, we could Taurus it up. Luna, you gonna be too upset with me if I get the Taurus for the paint job instead of the Phoenix? And Mabutu, I don't think they'll have a wipe. Something tells me that they will wipe targeted accounts. Hey, Banny, good to see you. Yeah, Star, they sure can. I asked in global chat, but I don't think anybody got back to me. Well, Banny, more like new paint jobs for ships.
Hello.
The new ships aren't in yet.
Everything
There's that new RSI Meteor, but we probably won't see it for a
Can't
little while.
complain. Got stuck in an elevator yesterday.
Although, Banny, they've got all the branded armor in now,
Unbelievable.
which I hate to say it, but the Microtech armor probably looks the best to me aesthetically. Like, the colors just work really well together. ArcCorp is going to be my favorite just because I'm an ArcCorp man. Oh, Phaedrus, thank you so much. Yes, please, if you don't mind.
Hi.
If you're not using it. That way I can pick up a Phoenix. Because it has the most hull mass, so you know, it has the most paint to paint on it. So Banny, they've got guns, armor, and ship skins for all 4 Stanson corporations. ArcCorp is a nice Tuscan red and faded yellow with gray. Microtech is obviously, you know, white, robin egg blue, light green. Hurston is gray and a faded yellow. And Crusader is blue and white.
Hey,
Wait, hold on, Manny. Did Fat actually get the ironclad? Congratulations to Fat. You know, Lurch, I might actually create a new account myself and see if I can explore how to do the retroactive setup. Because 1, it would be nice to know, and 2, I could just gift the package off that account as a fun little giveaway. All right, looks like Jedi's still on his way here anyway. I told this Jedi guy that I would let him take my F8 out so he could try it out. So I'm grounded at Hurston for a little bit anyway.
Consult your Moby-Glass to see how you can help secure all of our futures in the pursuit of a solution for the regen crisis.
Oh, Lurch, yeah. See, the thing is, Lurch, Star Citizen's learning curve is more of a wall. They really rely on the player base helping out fellow players. Actually, Lurch, funny thing is, the new player tutorial was broken for the longest time. Like, there were parts that could not be completed. There were parts that would kill you. Like, there was a part that told you to take off your helmet, but never told you how to put it back on. And it's like, go to space. So you would go to space and then die because you were, you know, in space without a helmet. It might be working now, and you don't have to complete the tutorial. Like, you can opt to start it, but you don't actually have to complete it, I don't think. And even then, I think you can exit server, go back in to restart it. And if you have questions, anybody here will be more than willing to help you. And half the people in global chat will. Now,
Hey.
you will run into people in global chat that'll say things like, go watch a video, or are just snarky. Because I don't know why, but during free flies, people, certain people, and not a lot of people, but certain people, will do anything they can to keep newbies away. Which, never really understood. Alright, he's flying in. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn this. And like, you get that in every game. There's been this new thing in Dune Awakening where people in Haga Basin will land a thopter on top of another thopter to keep it from taking off.
Needs your assistance.
And
The Empire has put out
do
a
that
call for
to get it eaten by a
resources.
worm. Like, people will just find any way to ruin somebody else's day. For no benefit. Like, I would get it if you were getting something out of it, like rewards,
Welcome. to the
resources, or
Airsoft Vehicle
whatever. But
Retrieval
people do it
System.
just for the salt, for the lulz.
Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit
Thank
us
you,
again.
Phaedrus. Also, I like that fifth element there. Thank you. Like, you know, everyone always goes like Lilu Dallas multipass. No one ever goes like chicken good, or the give me the cash. Thank you so much. Shoot, I think I can actually get both now. Thank you, man. You know, like, Lurch, I get it. I get it. Believe me, man, let me tell you how many of the same questions get asked around here sometimes. But there's this thing that a manager told me once at GameStop, and I hate that I picked it up there. But back when the Nintendo Wii first came out, I say that for like 3 years after it came out, every Christmas, we'd run out of them. And it seems like every 10 minutes there'd be somebody walking in going, do you have any Wiis? And after a particular incident, I had a manager tell me that you got to remember that you've been saying it 100 times. But for the person walking in, it might be literally the very first time that they have ever asked it. So, like, while it might be the 100th time I've heard it, it's the very first time someone else has heard it. So, you know, while it's tiring, I always try to be a little respectful with it, just because, you know. Oh, thank you, Gaz. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. You know, I used to have his full name memorized, Gaz. Yes, it is. It is great to see you, man. You getting ready for that wedding? You got a venue planned out? And Dragnos, that is also fair about the servers going to crap. And Christian, I think we've actually got the cash to buy both. We're gonna fly the Phoenix back because, you know, it's a Phoenix and it's fun. It's pretty. Yes, was there, I feel like there was like one more bit to the name, wasn't there? Like Emmanuel or Balthazar. Like Emmanuel Jean-Baptiste Zorg. And I'm not really doing the accent there. You know. Phaedrus, thank you so much. And actually with that leftover I can get the Zeus. I'll just pick up a basic Zeus. What was it? CL. ES. Oh, what the heck? We got the money for the CL. Oh, Talos, really? I'm sorry. Hold on. Talos. Hold up.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Are you telling me that on the roadmap update, they have added...
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
Why did I do that with the ASOP terminal? Oh, well. You know, Bishop, I sure can. Since I'm right here. But tell us, you're telling me that they added a whole...
Hurston Dynamics...
or they're adding a whole place.
The Empire has put out the call for resources.
That is not about Pew Pew? Alright. Bishop, let's see if the golem is buyable. I'm not seeing it. Yeah. No, Christian, I get that. The CL is not...
Okay.
Ignorance is not a viable defense, and infractions...
not my favorite. I feel like its cargo grid was kind of an afterthought, and it really shows when trying to load. Seriously, Phaedrus, thank you. I was going to do the testing for all the fancy skins. Yeah, Bishop, of course. Ah, the good old Phoenix. Howdy, Justin. Wolf, they may have. I may have missed that that presentation. Just a few. Yeah, see, Luna, I like to gamble during the free flies.
Welcome to Mars Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Oh, good old Phoenix. Phoenix, Phoenix.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
I mean, Justin, that's not too bad. What were you running at?
Shields off.
And Bishop the Golem is quite nice. It's annoyingly nice for such a small ship. Only 52k profit. What? How much gold were you running? Why is this thing so quiet? I mean, luxury, I guess, but still. Doesn't even seem like it's on. Yeah, Luna.
Motion drive is now on.
Honestly, you know, if they would let me just CC you to the Phoenix, oh, that would solve everything. Justin, that could be it. Very difficult to make money off a small amount of SCU unless it's like drugs or something. And yeah, most gold is sold in very small boxes, so you have to manually load a whole bunch. Ooh, Christian, come again? You're firing how many people? Is Xbox okay? What does that mean, be more agile? Like, I feel like that's corp speak for we had to insert a sentence somewhere, and it didn't really matter what we said. Okay, okay. I thought it was all Xbox. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I didn't know they employed that many people, but it's just part of Xbox. All right, I'm with you. And Luna, I get that. You know, the first ship that I fell in love with was the Freelancer, and my tastes changed over time. But I saw the original Freelancer commercial. It was basically a Ford commercial, but it just really captured what I wanted out of a space game. I don't know, Gaz. Has anything been treated as bad as Fable? With Peter Molyneux doing things like, well, the things that Peter Molyneux does instead of actually, you know, making a game. Christian, you're good. I'll be honest, you know, while flying, sometimes my reading comprehension is also not the best either. So. Hey, Trigger. I am sad to hear about Perfect Dark, though. You know, Christian, I can now see the manager or the lead for Deus Ex looking at all these people, just going, "I didn't ask for this."
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, Daffy. We are currently in a Constellation Phoenix, the fancy pants version.
Warning, leaving safe zone. Warning, leaving safe zone.
All right. Now let's see what this looks like with a paint job.
Complete. Engines are off.
Honestly, Daffy, the Phoenix is, performance-wise, probably the worst of the four. Just real quick recap. The Taurus is the stripped-down freighter version with expanded cargo. Kind of bare bones, no snub on the back. But, again, expanded cargo. Then you've got the Andromeda, which is the missile boat, less cargo, tons of missiles, snub fighter in the back, 2 turrets. Then you've got the Aquila, which is the exploration version. Functionally very similar to the Andromeda at the moment. Doesn't really have its exploration-based stuff. And then you've got the Phoenix, which is the luxury version. And like I said, it's not performance-wise anything super cool. But being luxury, it has a fancy pants bar, a nice little meeting table, windows, a sunroof, a fish tank, a hot tub. You know, Christian, I do too. Oh, Lurch, thank you, man. I greatly appreciate you taking the time to do that. That's really nice, Lurch. Thank you. And Christian, that's a good question. It does. Wow. Not only does it work, oh, my helmet's wet. Can I drown myself? I don't think I can drown myself. Where am I? Oh my god, I can hide. I'm invisible. I mean, Lurch, still though, like, you didn't have to, but you did. And I appreciate that. Like, let me tell you how many small things that I just cannot bring myself to be bothered with, you know? You know, Daffy, I don't know if it's the best for bounty hunting, but I would say, you know, bang for your buck, it's probably the best way to get started with it. Like, out of all the constellations, it is the absolute cheapest. Oh no, not turn 10. And Banny, you get them, okay, so, Banny, if you're on PTU, and you go to your contracts, you're going to see these resource drive missions. And right now, they're on an accelerated track. So you only have to do 2 missions for each corporation, like the initial one, and then like I did the large haul. You might be able to do it with a smaller one, but to unlock all the rewards on PTU. But you have to do 2 missions for each corp. You do that, unlocks the corporation specific armor, weapons, and the ship skin. So we're going to store this now. Throw some skins on it, see what it looks like.
Welcome to the ASOP.
Ah, gotcha, Lurch. That could be it. That could be it then. Yeah, they could be more
Your vehicle has
precise
been moved to our storage facility.
on the info for things. And Shadow, it's good to see you. Not doing too bad. Testing out some of the event stuff on PTU. But Daffy, I would say the Taurus is probably the best way to get started. Between all 4. Because 1, you got 4 size 5 weapons. Well, you can make it 4 size 5 weapons. Which is really, really good at deleting a lot of stuff for bounty hunting. Shield is big enough to, you know, block most harassment. Oh, still, Lurch. Lurch, let me put it like this. Sometimes I start typing a comment on like Reddit or a forum or anything else. And then halfway through it, I go, nah. And then just backspace the whole thing because I can't be bothered. And I know money hasn't been spent, but just, you know, even going through the process is nice. Like, apathy is just so easy to fall into, you know? Tell you what, we're just going to go down the list. Down the list. Check them all out. Oh, Daffy. Of the constellation, the Taurus is the best for hauling. Not only does it have a tractor beam turret on the underside, it's one of the best positioned tractor beam turrets. You've got, what is it, 176 SCU to work with, although realistically you've got a little bit less. But as far as a hauler goes, it's one of the better ones in the medium range.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance.
I don't have that sit here. Also, Dread, good to see you, man. Yeah, Wolf, although it's not shielded just yet. They need to make it shielded. Alright, so this is the ArcCorp paint job. Huh. You know, I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I think they forgot that the Phoenix exists because that paint job is not working right. That paint job is not working right at all. Let's go up there and investigate, shall we? Is it bad on this side? Oh yeah. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, the Phoenix actually has a different hull shape than the rest of the constellations, which is one of the reasons I wanted to test this. And it turns out my little inkling, my hunch, was right. In fact, you can see part of the fish tank sticking out of the side right there. Yeah, Solly, I don't think they were counting on people putting these new skins on the... Oh. Oh, something's not right. Oh, something's not groovy. We're gonna test this with some of the. We're gonna put all 4 on here, but ooh. Oh, dread pizza sauce. Ow! I just hurt myself. Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Okay. So Lurch. Remember I was saying that the game is in early access. Turns out putting the silly skin on here. Although I like how it's put this table in the middle of the room. That's cool. That's cool. Really, Justin? I haven't had an issue with attack. Well, I haven't tried it on PTU either. Interesting. All right, let's go see if this does it to the other corp paint jobs. Like, I'm sure it does, but I want to witness it with my own eyes. So, Kenji, what's going on is somebody who makes the paints, some poor dev at CIG, forgot that the Phoenix has a different hull shape than all the other constellations. Where's that stupid button to get on? How do I get out of here? So the thing is, Kenji, it's trying to apply a paint job to a shape that's smaller than the actual ship it's going on, and because of that, it's having issues. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. So yeah, let's just go put that up. That's I mean, Banny, you're more than welcome to, although I don't know if you want to witness this monstrosity. Constellation, but yes,
To the
Kenji.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
See, like, you can kind of tell better from the outside, because on the Phoenix, it has a wider and slightly taller hull. So this part right here, this like black line, that's where the exterior should be for the Phoenix, but it's applying the shape of the standard Andromeda Taurus / Aquila. Also the reason we have no landing gear. No, man, you're good. I knew what you meant.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I knew what you meant. You are good.
Your vehicle has been moved to Las Vegas.
No, Lars, you're good, man. You're good. I was just commenting on you know, the wonders of early access and how it screwed up the ship with this particular paint job, which I can fix by just taking the paint job off. It's just, again, I want to be pretty. Fashion is my passion. You know, Mike, that's not a bad idea.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Didn't they use poetry in motion for like the 600i commercial? I feel like they did.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Poetry in motion for the 600i, but a poetic IC report for RSI. Your ship, like the caterpillar, is outgrowing its skin. Something rhymes with skin. Alright, let's see if the Crusader one is messed up. I bet it is. Oh my god, Daffy, yes. They haven't made one in a while.
Vehicle retrieval system.
They made a lot more back in the day before they started actual game development, or at least before they were more dedicated to it. But about 10 years ago, Daffy, maybe a little bit more, the commercial that actually got me in was for the Freelancer. If you have time, Daffy, I would look up the MISC Freelancer commercial.
Your vehicle has been
It's
delivered.
very
Please visit us
built
again.
Ford tough. Or even like the M50 commercial. Or the one for the Constellation. They had a fun one for the Cutlass Blue that was very cop style. And even very reminiscent of the aspect ratio. Yep, this one's messed up too. Alright, so all the corpse skins for the Constellation are going to be messed up. That's... well, that's disappointing. Although that is a very nice color. We can at least see what the color schemes are. And, gotta admit, Phoenix looks pretty good in Crusader colors. I mean, Sully, I'm kind of scared to get into the seat. You know? I already took a lot of damage. I gotta go get me a med pen. Or a med gun or something. I'm scared. I'm scared. Lurch, there's also a good chance with today being the free fly that a lot of people are registering, and sometimes it does take a minute.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Like, it shouldn't take more than, you know, a few minutes, but I know during the PTU, when you have to copy your account over, when they open it up to more waves and people are copying the accounts over, it can take, shoot, sometimes it can take half an hour or more for that to work. Which is silly, but I don't know coding and databases and things like that.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
But yeah, free flies cause a lot of server backlog, database backlogs. They kind of also use it as a stress test. Yeah, Daffy. And that's also one of the things too. You know, the game has been in development. Which is the main contention for a lot of people.
To the ASOP
Myself
vehicle
included.
retrieval system.
I know it's gonna
Your
look messed
vehicle
up. I
has
just
been
want to see the
delivered
color
following-
schemes.
please-
Oh, Star, I'm sure that it is. Ugh. Yeah, I just don't like the Hurston color scheme. Like, the gray is too gray, the yellow is way too faded. It just screams, you know what it looks like? It reminds me of a worse version of the Bora from Tachyon the French. Like, theirs were more like brown or rust colored because they were all mining ships. It just, I don't know, this paint scheme just does not evoke good feelings.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Luna, that makes me sad. That makes me really sad. Yeah, Turn 10 has been like a
Your
main
vehicle has been moved
thing
to
for
our
them for a
storage
very
facility.
long time. Yeah, it's solely. I think it's the texture. Because you know the Constellation actually has a different hull. Like they actually changed the way, or not the Constellation, the Phoenix has a different hull design than all the other ones. So I think that's what's throwing it off. Man, Dread, I want a pizza. I want a pizza. Pizza sounds so good. I could go for a margarita pizza. Daffy, endgame, it's like 14 million and some change.
Welcome to the ASOP
If you
Vehicle
purchase it with
Retrieval
real
System.
money, which I would advise against, usually, well, I was gonna say usually it's like 350, but I don't think it's been available for years. I don't think it was. It may have been for
Your
sale
vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
last. Wait, no, I'm thinking of the Emerald. I'm thinking of the Emerald. Sorry, regular Phoenix is available. It's available all the time. Well, not all the time, but a lot of the time. Sorry, there's a very ultra rare version, and the only difference is it's green. But it hasn't been available, and I did the wrong. Oh my goodness.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's because Daffy, like the Taurus, you know, the base version is like what, 2 million and some change, 3 million some change. Maybe it's 6 million now. It's been a long time since I bought a Taurus in game, but the point is, the Taurus is cheap. The Phoenix is not. The Phoenix is the fancy pants. Look at me, I've made it. I'm well off in life and getting tax deductions for things that I don't need to deduct.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Honestly, Wolf, it hasn't been available in a few years now. They've been selling other ships, which, I don't know, maybe they just don't want to have to actually rework it. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad that it keeps the yellow stripes in the back. I like that. I'm glad the yellow stripes do not change for the CL. Isn't that nice? Yeah, Luna. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Turn 10 has been doing great work in a very small niche. And yeah, Christian, I actually unlocked all the Corpo skins last night. Was up until about 4 a.m. doing that. And Berlin, it does. It's quite nice. Speeds things up. Apple, it is PTU. Because believe me, if this was PU, I would still be slaving away.
Welcome
Get all these skins.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
And beggars, that is
system.
the ArcCorp paint. So, you know the new event coming up?
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
They've got paint schemes for 9 different ships. For each corporation. In Corpo colors. Apple, so in PTU, not long, literally 2 missions. The opener mission, and I was able to hit tier 5 with a second large haul mission. However, in PU, if they don't change anything, it's going to take a lot longer. I estimate, and this is again an estimation, I'm probably wrong by a little bit. Maybe a lot of bit, who knows. But I would say about 6 to 8 hours per corporation. If you're running entirely solo. Which, there's a bug right now where the only person who gets credit is the person who sends the cargo down. And I don't know if that's going to make it live. But if it does make it to live, we're running all of these solo. And I really don't want it to come to that. So hopefully that bug gets fixed before this goes live.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, yeah. Like, ooh. Where did my medevac go? Oh, well, whatever.
Your vehicle
All right,
has
let's see
been
what this
delivered
looks
to the
like with
following-
Crusader, which I think is going to basically look like the regular ship. That's odd. Why do they change the... Oh, you know what? The yellow does kind of fit the Corpo ArcCorp look. That's not bad. That's not bad. I could get behind that. Still sacrilege putting a Crusader skin on a non-Crusader ship. But, the black and white with the blue is nice. Oh, Christian, I haven't seen that bug. Did I go down? Did I not hit the button? Oh, that's the stupid fuel port. Silly me. You know, like, I remember like playing Gran Turismo 4. And like it was such a great racing game, but God forbid you want to change the color of your car. Interesting. Is the interior a different color too? Wasn't always white and blue, right? Let's go pop a different paint job on here. See if that changes. Oh, Apple, I'm sorry, man.
Welcome.
I
to the
have
ASOP
yet to be
vehicle
eaten by a
retrieval
worm,
system.
but I know when it happens, I'm gonna cry.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Okay, so it was white and blue. Okay. It's been a long time since I've been inside a Zeus. Long time. All right. Let's check out these last couple of paint jobs. And I would like to get into the air, because I feel like we've spent pretty much the whole stream looking at pretty colors, which I don't mind. But... all right, let's check out the Hurston livery, which I already know I'm gonna hate it.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah, Apple.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please visit us.
Like, I lost a Thopter to the worm. I dodged the worm, but my Thopter was bugged into the hill. So I could not take off with it, and I couldn't store it in time. Actually, you know what? I don't mind that. Out of all the Hurston paint jobs, I think that one is probably the most tolerable. Welcome back, Raymond. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you had to cane it up. Hey, no worries. Take your time. Don't rush on my account. Okay, now I see the blue and white interior stuff. Yes, Dread. So all the Corpo paints actually have the Corp logo on them. I'll go third person so you can actually see. It's like ArcCorp will have AC on the side where the HD is. Microtech has its little logo. Crusader has the C with a sword through it. Yeah, like, I'm not a big fan of the Hurston paint jobs, but this one I can actually live with. Too bad I don't fly Zeus. No, Luna, I get that. PlayStation has somehow stumbled their way into still being around. Like, if I had to pick a console, like if I absolutely had to pick a console,
retrieval system.
It would probably be PlayStation, but believe me, that's not a light choice.
Your vehicle has been moved to please visit us again.
And honestly, now that Metal Gear Solid is pretty much available everywhere, I might have to rethink that. All right. One last paint job. Good old Microtech.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Actually, do I have a raft here?
Welcome
Is my raft
to the
stored
ASOP
here?
Vehicle Retrieval System.
It is. Okay, good deal.
Please visit us.
Oh. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Man, those Microtech skins are kind of growing on me. Yeah, Bishop. Try to ease on the stress, man. Sleep well. Got a green cockpit. That's lovely. Yeah, okay, so I can definitely see Microtech kind of edging out the winner here. So we're gonna store this now, and we're actually going to go grab cargo. I think with a raft, I can really cut down my haul time. What paint job should we put on the raft? What corporation are we going? I will take literally the first answer. Or at least the first answer that I see. You know, beggars, there has been a lot of blue.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, Christian, you want me to go microtech on the raft? I can do that.
Your vehicle has been moved to our store. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
And then we're going to see how quickly we can do a haul job with it.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
Alright.
retrieval system.
Hold on. Before I get started, though, do I have a...
Goodbye.
Let me go grab my tractor beam. Yeah, Kenji, thanks for dropping by. Have a good rest of your day. And Ken, that goes for you as well. Good luck with school, if that's what you're heading off to. Welcome back, Raymond. Yeah, Christian, you don't like this? Too blocky? I like it. It feels very mech. But I get it. Like, it's an aesthetic choice. I think I prefer the ArcCorp style just for the colors.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
And yeah, Luna, like, that's what's kept me with PC for so long. PC just really, I don't know, caters to me more.
Delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Well, you know, saying fortunately it is one of the easiest rewards to get. I think the armor set is literally the first thing that they reward you. That's not bad looking. All right. Tell you guys about a kooky idea that I have. You know how on the Argo MPUV, how it's basically a space forklift, but it has like a little thing in the back? Like a little passenger area or a little interior cargo area. What if you could get those for the raft? Like, imagine this thing has like a little mini hospital or triage that just connects to the top of that. So the thing can land and drop them off. Like a little mobile hab thing. Like this thing is just dropping off hab modules. Like it lands, it disconnects, and then it just takes off. Or if you leave it connected, you could just operate out of it. So it's like a little hospital attached to a raft. I think that'd be fun. Well, that was rude. Oh, that was very rude. I guess there's another patch out. Well, I guess we'll update. So give me a second to do that. While that's going, there will be a little bit of a degradation to the stream on account of, having to download several gigs. That's my computer, not yours. Ooh. Escorts, huh? That seems fun. Like the ship is actually going somewhere instead of just sitting still. Let's see if any of these bug fixes work on the Constellation. Hey, they fixed the tack. Let's see, resource gathering. SU do not split on party members when completed. Okay. So it looks like they are working on fixing that. That's nice. Good on them. Yeah, saying like that's all it is. Either escorting it to a hangar or. I'm sorry. Is this trying to download the entire? Okay, no, it's not. Thought it was downloading the whole game again for a moment. Also, I hear we have the new referral ladder out today. Let's go take a look-see at that. I kind of glanced. Huh. Huh. So, huh. Cool. That's the new referral system, huh? Hmm. I don't know about that. Don't know about that new referral ladder. Well, let me link them. Let me link them. I'll link them. Um, where did I put YouTube? There's YouTube. Sorry, I'm still waiting for it to finish updating. So technically, they do have more rewards, but the first okay, so one recruit, you get a set of armor. That's cool. You get a quartz SMG for 2 recruits. At 3, you get a model ship. 4 gets a pulse, which is nice. 5 gets another parallax rifle. And those are nice. And then it's a statue. Um, a vending machine at 10 recruits. Then 15 is the statue, 25 a statue. In fact, you don't see another thing like a interactable thing until 42 referred players, which is a mil-spec modified Gladius. And at 50, you get the Misk Raptor, which, for those of you not in the know, is literally a garbage truck. Like, it doesn't actually do anything like combat or mission wise. It's just a fun little truck. Yes, easy anti-cheat. Yes. And 75 gets a tank. 100 is the Freelancer Max, not a Star Lancer, a Freelancer Max. With the 4 brand paint jobs. 200 is a mystery vehicle. 500 a scythe. 1042. See, that's for those big video makers and streamers and whatnot. That is for the big boys. That ain't me. Yeah. I mean, a street sweeper. You know, I actually used to drive a street sweeper. I had that job. I actually had that job. Driving the truck is fun. Emptying the truck is not fun. I don't think that updated. I mean, saying that's not a bad idea. I know a lot of people cheese it by signing up for like Google AdSense ads and things like that. There's the update. Okay, yeah. So, again, that's my computer doing doots. Yeah, sure thing, Lurch. I'm sorry, man. I don't want it to be a complicated mess for you. My bad. Now this patch is updating. But yeah, it's saying I do need to update things. I've been backsliding for so long. I just feel like I've had less overall time to dedicate to it. And that's probably not actually true. Yeah, see, Luna, what started getting me back into serious PC gaming was World of Tanks. I had a desktop for the longest time. They were always like very rinky-dink things. Then I had a laptop, and I forget what happened, how it happened, but it lost the ability to render 3D. So I was stuck playing things like Roller Coaster Tycoon in the year 2009, which wasn't the coolest. I mean, Lurch, you're not wrong. I will also say, Lurch, when you first started up, it might be good to load into the game and give it a few minutes just to build up the cache. Like, once it builds up the shader cache, you're good. It's just that initial walk around is going to be rough while it does it. Kind of like having a whole bunch of mods for Skyrim, where when you first load the game up for the day, you just have to stand there for a few minutes until it finishes. Yeah, Sea Lurch, like I was actually in the Russian beta for it. And it was so great back then. Like, it was just a bunch of old dudes having fun with tanks and just being armchair historians. And then e-gaming poisoned it. I remember when that mod first came out, where you could see everybody's like win-loss ratios in game. And before a match got started, some jerkwad would go, a bunch of tomatoes in here, all these reds. And usually that'd be like the first guy to die, and then he spends the whole rest of the match shouting at everybody. All right, that's finally updated, so we can get back into the game. But I hated how esports started dominating the game. Because, like, I loved just scouting in my A32. I had the A32 from the initial pre-order of the game. And I loved using that stupid thing. It was basically a fat A20. All the speed of the A20, but tons of extra weight. So you could scout and scout and scout. And if you did come across somebody, you could ram them and usually survive while taking them out. Anti-cheat encountered an... What do you mean anti-cheat encountered an error? Saying it does. World of Tanks actually had a huge esports scene. Okay, so now I'm going to have an all-black screen because... Okay. Let's try logging out. Close the launcher. I hate anti-cheat so much. It's such a... Clearly such a useless program. See, Raymond, I already verified the files, but I did it before the update, so now I'm going to have to, what, do it again? So I guess we just get to sit here and do story time with Jack. I'm going to try it again. A good story. A good story. I'm trying to think of all the stories that I could tell that I could actually get away with on stream. Oh, Lurch, I'll read a bedtime story, no problem. You know, usually, Lurch, around Christmas time, we'll go to the secret Christmas tree. Yep, there it goes, anti-cheat again. So I'll try verifying. But yeah, there's a secret Christmas tree in game on Microtech. Usually around Christmas, I'll go there and read like Night Before Christmas or something. I've been toying for years with the idea of starting a separate channel of just reading, like, you know, short stories, kid stories, things like that. Nothing too long. No Draculas or Moby Dicks or Frankenstein. Man, Wolf, okay, the first time I ever went to the ocean was Northern California, 2002. I was helping a relative move out to California, and she was in Northern California, like right there near the border. Like, man, I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the beach. And Dad's like, all right, all right. So it turns out the beaches in Northern California aren't the same as the beaches in Southern California. Not by a long shot. It's also a cloudy day, and I get out there in the water, and it turns out it is cold. Oh my God, it is cold. It is awful. And I'm not having a good time. I'm not having a good time at all. And my dad, the eternal jerk that he was, decides he's going to take a picture of me out in the ocean for the first time. Like, Dad, I'm cold. He's like, no, you got to stay. Give me a sec. Let me get the camera set up. And I kept begging him to take the picture so I could get out of the water. And he's like, no. 1 second. What I didn't know what was happening is there was a huge wave behind me. And he was waiting for that wave to hit me. And when it did, it bowled me over. And I am freezing, soaking wet, miserable, covered in all sorts of whatever ocean vegetation is out here. And he is just laughing it up. And that is the only time I've ever been in the ocean. And I'll probably never do it again. Is that it, Star? You want me to read all the Dune books? Hello, Guapo. It's good to see you, buddy. It is good to see you. And Anne, who is Simon Whistler? You know, Lurch, I've seen a lot of people do multi-monitor, but I don't know how they do it. I've always stuck to single monitor. Raymond, he did. He took the picture right as it hit me, so you could always capture me being miserable. That was that same trip where we were staying in that hotel room where all the ants were. Leet and I am attempting to, having an issue updating the latest PTU patch. I think Easy Anti-Cheat is having a conniption fit. Trying to see if it's still running in Task Manager. Although if it's under anything besides Easy Anti-Cheat, I don't know what it would be. All right, that's almost done verifying. Okay, let's see if that works. And if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to have to do. The anti-cheat is so silly. Yeah, Volth, it was bad, man. I hated it. It's like this was not the beach I was advertised in Kirby's Dream Land 2. Yeah, Lurch, you would be surprised at some of the options I don't have. And Luna, that sounds awful. Yep. Okay. What is going on? Is this going to be the thing where I have to restart my whole PC because of Easy Anti-Cheat? Is there... How do I restart Easy Anti-Cheat? Is there a way to do that without restarting the whole system? Because if I do that, I'm going to have to stop the stream, and it's actually getting to be that time now. Come on, CIG. You threw off my groove. Let me try this one more time, but sadly, I might have to call it for the day. Honestly, and I am so bad at YouTube. Like, after growing up on dial-up, I hate watching things. Like, I would much prefer to read something than I would to watch it. Like, I'll use YouTube for, you know, various things, but very rarely do I actually go searching for things on YouTube. Yeah, Randir, like, that's what it was. Like, it was rocky, it was miserable, and, like, it wasn't even sunny that day either. Like, it was cloudy. So it was very, what's the word? Just miserable. You know words? I don't. Usually saying what I have to do to fix that is to restart my PC. I'm sure it's something running in Task Manager that I could probably close and restart, but usually restarting my PC fixes it. Problem is, I can't really do that on stream because that'll just end the stream. And I'm not going to make a whole new stream that I'm going to have to hang up in 20 to 30 minutes. Hey, there we go. That worked. I just had to whine long enough. Well, that's negative reinforcement. Yeah, Leighton, that actually worked. But yeah, my YouTube algorithm is mostly songs. I think some ancient videos back when Cracked actually made things in 2012. You guys remember Cracked? What else? Actually, no, I guess I could just open YouTube, couldn't I? Dear YouTube, what videos do I have for YouTube? There's some tips for Dune Awakening, some Key and Peele sketches, some clips from Star Trek Lower Decks.
My older sisters are planning to visit me soon. I was thinking of taking them on a ride and maybe landing
some
in
Venture
somewhere
Brothers
to do a little
clips. So yeah,
off-roading.
that's pretty much.
Unbelievable.
Gee golly, I hope those voices don't persist. In game, I mean. Yeah, see, Phaedrus, I never got to read it as a magazine. I remember discovering it in high school with their website and having to load it on dial-up. Honestly, Raymond, I don't really have a character ideal. Even with this one, I just kind of messed around attempting to get the Charles Bronson, landed way left field and just said, screw it. I'll go with it. This guy is kind of cool looking. See, Lurch, some people try to get the game to run in VR. And, those people are crackheads. I don't know how they do it, but it's impressive. Sorry, I use the term crackheads there in a endearing or what's the word?
Hi.
Positive way. Just their sheer resourcefulness in getting it to work. Oh, buddy, you and me both.
Trash goes in the bin. We all win.
You and me both.
Keeps our goal clear. Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
All right. So we're going to do one large mission. That's going to be us. But yeah, Raven, like sometimes you just have to have like a crackhead like focus and determination to get things done. Like think of
I
how
don't care why it went missing. Just fix it. Sorry about that. Where were we? Oh, right, new contract. Good luck, and try to make sure everything gets where it's supposed to go.
yeah, I like her the most. Anyway, like think of how determined crackheads are. Like they don't give up. They don't go, oh shoot, that didn't work out. No, like they find a way to get crack. Like they are so determined and so resourceful.
Hey there.
They're just, focused in the wrong direction.
Hi.
Lurch, I would go with live for now. If it gives you the option for PTU, I mean, you could technically have both. So PTU is the test branch. Once everything is mostly smoothed out on the test branch, they will update the live version. I would say you could probably just go ahead and download the live version. There'll probably be an update in a few days. I say that probably next week. Okay, let's try this again.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Argo Reft.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Yeah, Lurch, I'd probably just go ahead and go live. That's where all your progress is going to be anyway. Hey, Tony. Oh yeah, Arena Commander. Yeah, you could avoid that. That's basically just if you want to practice your FPS Call of Duty style. Or I mean they've got ship combat in there too. You don't need it unless you just want to practice it.
Vehicle Retrieval System.
And to be honest, FPS in this game is not the best. But Tony, how you been, man? Like, what have you been up to? We're gonna go back to my ArcCorp look because I like ArcCorp. Actually, I guess we could, hold on. There we go. Well, not the best Optimus Prime, but it's what I have to work with on such short notice, so I'll take it. Oh, Tony, I'm sorry to hear about so much work. Work never seems to end. No, Raymond, not at all. I just wanted to see how close I could get to Optimus Prime. And I went to the top deck. So I can say things like, I am Optimus Prime, while Linkin Park plays in the background. Alright, start the timer. We are taking off. Howdy, Lotus.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
I always forget that this thing has a gun on it. Like, why?
Landing gear down.
Raymond, this is Microtech. We'll be able to see it a little bit better once we get into the sun, but yeah, it's a Microtech raft. Yeah, Phaedrus, I'll do it for you. There you go. And Raymond, you're good, man. Yeah, Raymond, the Microtech paint jobs have really grown on me. I can easily see Microtech winning between all four. Like, I like the ArcCorp colors, but I understand that that's going to be a bit more niche. Because the white and blue just really works.
Shields off. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged.
All right. Yeah, Lurch, the character creator is unique. Now, I know if you have a camera, and it might be certain cameras, don't quote me on it. You can have it scan you if you want to try to make a character that looks like you. And there's a lady that plays a game named Buster the Destroyer who is really good at the character creator if you need a certain character made. Because you can actually share and download files for character designs between players and just upload them to your folder. I am not good at character creation. Not good at all. No, Lotus, I get that. I sometimes struggle with like matte white. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen like the white on the caterpillar, but it has issues sometimes. Like, you can really see like the dirty matte look with the Microtech paint job on the cat. Okay, I see this being an issue. All right, so think of this as a Twilight Zone. Imagine in live, you show up to a place with only one elevator. There's 4 people, each person picking up 180 SCU. It sounds like a nightmare, but it's an everyday occurrence in the Twilight Zone. I cannot fly in third person. I don't know how people do that. I just was all capability in third person. All right, am I lined up to the mostly? That's fine. Yeah, it's close enough.
Engines off.
Yeah, Simi, you can totally scan your face. I've never done it. And Lurch, I share your sentiment. The character creator was not intuitive for me at all. It took me a long time to really figure it out, and even then, man, I was just kind of moving sliders, you know? And same, Lotus. Like, I've been using the same discount character since I've been able to save it, basically. Like, I went through my receding hairline phase, but I have definitely settled on this character. Luna, I wish I could. I struggle with trying to make a decent character. And I also have the realization that I don't get to see them most of the time anyway. So I've just kind of stopped caring as much. Yeah, Lurch, you can literally change it anytime you want to. In fact, Lurch, I would probably save the character too, if you have the option to save it. That way you can just come back to that file and modify it from there. But yeah, you can change it literally every single time you log in. In fact, that actually fixes some bugs. There used to be a bug, several bugs actually, where the fix was to log into Character Creator, change your character's gender, load the game, and it would fix whatever was going on. And then you just had to go back in and change gender again. Because for some strange reason, Chris Roberts decided that the female character models were going to be 4 inches shorter than the male character models because fidelity. So Lotus 1, congratulations on the max. That's awful generous of your friend. 2, hauling jobs can definitely pay. The max is easy to load up. What I'm doing right now is actually going to be for an event that will be coming to live in probably a week or so. So this one is a little different. Excuse me, but still in the same vein. Yeah, Smokey, that old bug. And no, Luna, I get it. The last time that I actually tried to make a character who looked like somebody that I put work into was in Oblivion. I tried to make a character look just like Blade from Bad Dudes, like the old arcade game. And I think I spent 2 hours because, you know, the Oblivion character creator is already a nightmare. I'm not good. I have terrible face blindness. But I spent forever making that character, and somehow I ticked off the unicorn and ruined my save. About 3 hours into the game. I really wish, God, I hope that they change these to at the very least 8 SCU boxes. Like, I would prefer 16s, but I feel like for a job that is a large cargo haul of 180 SCU, having the boxes all be 4 SCU is just unnecessarily cruel. I'm sorry, Dread, I got to. It's a good thing I wasn't streaming last night when I was actually doing this to unlock all the skins. Ugh, it's 5:30. I really got to boogie. I gotta get ready for trivia. We see, Horn, that's my issue. I have to do 15 of this mission for one corporation to hit tier 5. 15. We are currently at the 13-minute mark. Well, 12 and some, 12 and a half. So that's going to be about 30 to 40 minutes per mission. Which ends up being about, what, 6 to 8 hours total to tier 5, one company? And since there's 4 companies, if you want all of them, that's, what, 24 to 36 hours just doing all this? And I know that some of us have the time to no life that, but some of us also have jobs and families and a well-balanced daily life. Yeah, see, Lotus, I'm in Central. I am located in Arkansas. Wolf, there are different sites each time. Like right now we're at ArcCorp 045. I'll check the mission parameters on the next one after I turn this one in. All right, last box. We're not going to concern ourselves with the placement of that. It's not like in the weird middle section or anything. Just don't look at it. Every time I do this, every time. Yeah, Dread, of course, vent it up. Hey, Arcturus.
Engines on. Launch complete.
Yeah, at Sea Lotus, I do like having a crew. Just most of the time that I stream, a lot of folks are at work or what have you. I got a few people who can join me. And Arcturus, that's fine, although I will be punching out pretty much as soon as I get back to Area 18 and unloading. You know what? It's PTU. I can suffer a little. Phaedrus, you are more than welcome, especially if this goes to live.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
She would stop double typing.
Quantum travel engaged.
Oh, dread.
Complete.
Oh no. I am so sorry, man. That's the thing. Like, you're able to lose so much, like not due to player agency, like someone stealing from you, but sometimes from you just trying to interact with the game.
Quantum travel engaged.
Luna, it's still at the shop. They have been taking their sweet, sweet time. It's been a little annoying.
Quantum travel complete.
Which they've just recently got new management. And I'm not a huge fan of this new management, so I might have to find a new auto shop. Because we used to have this understanding. I brought them lots of vehicles and they worked on them. It's, you know, novel concept, I know, but it's been almost like, what, 3 weeks now? And I don't feel like I went very far. Yeah, exactly.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
And Lotus, that would be nice if the maps could actually, I don't know, return you back to the top of the topography. Whoops, I thought that was going to be on the other side. Well, that's me wasting time.
Landing gear down.
Actually, we're going to try something. Yeah, Lurch. Actually, Lurch, I just thought of something. Ooh, that's... On your new account, do you say you have any issues logging in or picking like a starting place?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
And if you gotta go, no worries. We can talk about it tomorrow or whatever the day. But, I think you have to click the free fly button for it to enable on your account. On the comm link for the free fly, let me get it pulled up here. So whatever account you're logged into, which you can do with both accounts, you need to scroll to the bottom of this, or not the bottom, but scroll until you find where it says TriStar Citizen for free. And then click fly for free. Because there's a passcode that it has to enable on your account. And it does it by clicking that button. So you need to be logged in to your account on the website. And then click that fly for free button. Which nowhere do they tell you that you have to click that silly button. Sorry, I just remembered that. All right, let's do this. Nope. Not the whole ship. Nope. Yeah, Lurch, I forgot about that. Sometimes for the free flies, they don't have the whole code that enables things. Sometimes they do. And it's always annoying to try to figure it out. I'm sorry, man. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because like if you click it a second time, it'll say like so-and-so whatever code has been applied to your account already. And then log out of the launcher, log back in, and make sure, like I said, you're logged in with the account that you're going to use when you hit that button. I mean, you can do it for both of them. It just, you know. Yeah, no, if I had set the game up, things would be different. Oh, come on. Really? One thing I don't like about using the Atlas, trying to get it set up perfectly. Atlas. Screw it, I'll just keep loading what I can. Yeah, Arcurious, those rewards I feel like are just not realistic unless you're high-end YouTuber status. Like, hold on, Arcurious. Well, let me do it after I get this done. But I'll go hit up my referrals and tell you how many I have. And granted, you know, I don't really shotgun mine all over the place or pay for Google ads or whatever to try to get people to join the game on my code, like a lot of folks do. Oh, sorry. Got a quick little bit of a message there I had to check. Oh god, no, Luna. Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling up my referrals so I can tell you where I'm at. So I started this game in 2014. And admittedly, I had a lot of friends join that did not use a referral code back before there was a referral program. But out of all the years that I've been playing Star Citizen and years that I've been doing YouTube stuff, which I mean isn't that many, I have a total of 60 referred players. So I do not have the Javelin, I do not have the Idris. All right. Yeah, Lurch. No, you are more than welcome to blame me. Any issue you'd run into or wasting your time, you can blame me. So anyway, I just completed that. That took 31 minutes. Technically, I haven't completed it yet. I gotta, turn it in here. But yeah, 31 minutes to do that. Now that gives us 180 SCU. We need to hit... What up? $2,826 SCU. So, according to my calculator, 2,826 divided by 180 is 15.7. So that means we're going to have to do 16 missions. And let's just be super generous and say that somehow we're able to knock them out with 30 minutes each. So 30 minutes times 16 is 480 minutes, which is 8 hours. 8 hours per corporation to hit tier 5 and unlock all the rewards. And I feel like that's a very generous
Great. You brought the stuff. Nice
time
to see someone
estimate.
actually doing their job for a change. Okay, I better get back to it. Have a good one.
No, Justin, you're good. I'm actually gonna have to wrap it up. I've got to go and get ready for trivia. Yeah. And I just want to check that mission to see if it goes back to the same place. They should always be a random location. But just checking. Yeah, see, it's a SAL5 this time, so. But alright. It is time for me to go. I've got to get ready. I got trivia to smash. So, you guys have a wonderful night. Raymond, she might have, but I'll give her a pass because she's the most chipper of all 4 of them. And I like her so. Lurch. Did you log out of the launcher and log back in after the website thing? Because the launcher only pulls your account when you do the initial login. So if it was running in the background, like in the little system tray, running minimized but still logged in after closing it, it would not have updated. And you click that fly for free under your new account, right? The same one that you're logged into now? It's the only thing I can think of. Oh, you did a full shutdown too. Okay. I would double check that you're logged under the new one just to be safe, and you hit that button. Yeah, no worries. We'll work on it more tomorrow. But all right. You guys have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to go attempt to smash it up in trivia like I did last week. Hopefully things are on our side. Have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. And as always, until next time, keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.